Hey folks, we're back at it again with a January My Aquarium box. I've also got the Catfish game results, a Fluval Flex update, and more coming right up. Whew. Sorry, got a little dirty. I just opened a filter here last week and some of the filter media got everywhere. It was sort of a media frenzy. Hello YouTube, this is Pecktec, and yes, the January My Aquarium box has arrived. And I've got this cool thing to cut it with. Thank you guys. They sent that to me for Christmas. Oddly appropriate, don't you think? Not my usual fare. Usually it's wildly inappropriate. This is really cool, so let's do it. Alright, and let's get it open here. Take a look. Okay, right on top we've got the Mega Box winners from last month, and hopefully I'm not spoiling anything for you guys. But yeah, you do a video opening my aquarium box and you can win a Mega Box, and they are pretty cool. That's the filter that's on this thing. It was my first Mega Box from last January. And next up is the scorecard. Now the scorecard on one side has all the sponsors that make my aquarium box possible. On the back is a list of all the things that come in this month's box and their value. This month's value is $41.94, and at the bottom there's a small business spotlight. This month is for Aquarium Co-op. He makes a few videos. Corey makes a video or two now and then. I'm joking, of course. He makes a shitload of videos. All right. Next up, we've got a $5 coupon to yourfishstuff.com. You can get $5 off your next order with this. And a My Aquarium box towel. This is super handy. Little things like this are super handy to have. And I love, because I get a lot of these, so I really like having a little bit of branded merchandise. That's pretty neat. Next up, I've got sinking wafers, which is really nice. All right, next up, we've got some YFS tropical fish flakes. And moving on, and up next, we've got the Screwcumber. Now, what this is a piece of metal. You can wind this up inside of a cucumber or perhaps maybe some other vegetable, and it makes the cucumber sink. So because a lot of fish, especially plecos and things like that, love cucumbers. That's pretty cool. This Screwcumber. What's this? Ooh, it's cigars from Cuba. Yeah, this is a shrimp habitat from PlacoCaves.com. And I know exactly where this is going to go. This is going to go in my zombie head tank back there, because the zombie head precluded putting a lot of rocks and wood in there. So there's really not a lot of place for the shrimp to hide except the plants. And they're still growing in. So I'm going to I'll put that in there in just a minute. From Placo Cave. And we've got carbon. Wow, this is one of those things that runs out all the time. So getting a nice big chunk of it like that, that's pretty cool. I don't use carbon a whole lot. And here's a bag to put it in. These little bags, just like last week, you pull out these little bags and you can insert filter media in there. Very neat. And a lot of people that yell at me for using carbon in planted tanks and stuff. But I haven't had any problem with carbon in planted tanks, I'll just say that. Not that I've noticed, anyway. But I also don't add a ton of chemicals either, or anything that I'd be worried about it being stripped out other than just the natural stuff. So it's always super handy to get replenishable things like that. That's very nice, guys. Good job. And if you didn't have a carbon project, you could always use this filter bag for something else too, right? And there it is, the January My Aquarium box. Now we're going to go over to the ugly chair and talk about this guy just for a minute. Alright, so we've got the Fluval Flex, and it's been a few weeks. This is, I guess it was started Christmas Day. Really, it was the first day. Set it up Christmas Eve, and kind of went into the evening setting it up. I gotta say, first of all, I'm really pleased. I like the dimensions of it. I like looking at it, and I like it when you sit down It's got a really interesting side view, and it's got a really fun front view. I like that. As far as how the plants are doing overall, I've got a little bit of melting. I've got like one leaf that's melting here, and I think one down here. Maybe, yeah, it looks like one in the back too. Not bad though. There's two. Okay. So I've got some here and there, but not bad. I've seen some of these plants, especially the crypts, just melt entirely. Sagittarius looks like it's got a little bit of melting from some of it, but then this is springing up in the back. So long as some of this lives, overall I'll be fine, because this stuff spreads like crazy. I don't know if you guys follow me on Instagram, but the Sagittarius that I put in that little mini garden has already grown down. It's already rooted out through the bottom slits and into the substrate on the bottom of the spec 5-gallon. So what I do is I usually let the aquarium go for a few weeks before I even touch anything. Then I'm going to go in and just trim off the dead leaves very carefully. Hey, check this out. I left this just to show you guys. This is all algae. This is what I pulled out of the 55-gallon. About every week I pull this much algae out. So definitely has some issues to work out with that tank. Alright, just going to grab the rest of these. See, they will rot out on their own. But it's better just to pull them off. Whoops, I got a little bit of water on the glass. There we go. Shameless product placement right there. The only thing I really added to this tank is I did eventually add some Monte Carlo at the bottom, just a little bit that I had left over from the trimmings I did when I opened these tools with my daughter. And I had a little bit of that sitting around like in the top of a tank. It was floating around, so I just added it in there. And we'll see how it does. Overall, I'd say the light is decent. Definitely low to moderate light plants will do fine in there. There's a little bit of a strange optical thing with the light right here in the front, where it's sort of glary right there in the front. Now, you don't notice it so much as you get when you sit down or you get lower to it, but looking directly over it, you can really see kind of a strange light effect, especially if you move the water around. You can see it, yeah, right through the bottom. So I'm wondering if the bowl will kind of cause it to get more light and actually be able to grow carpeting plants. I don't know. That's just a crazy theory. Probably not, but we'll see. We'll see how it does. Okay, so not long ago I went to the All Aquarium Catfish Convention, and then I shot some more shots when I came home, put it all together for a video called The Catfish Game, sort of a pet fish shopping game where you can pick your favorite fish. So the top 3 from the Catfish game so far are number 10 coming in at 3, and number 5 coming in at number 2, and number 17 coming in at number 1. I had a lot of fun doing cat games and like I like to try to come up with new kinds of videos. I've never seen that done. And by the way, if you'd like to do one, like the goal when I started the fish games was to maybe other people would do it too, and then I could see what it was like shopping for fish in another place. Like I'm really curious what it's like to shop for fish, like what people have available in other countries. So, guys like Aaron Jones that I'm friends with over there in Japan, he's my favorite Canadian man from Japan. I've been bugging him to go out and look for show me what a fish shop's like, so hopefully he'll do it soon. Or any of you, I'd love to see your own fish game, and it could just be shopping and pick your favorite one, or do it your own kind of thing. I'd love to see those. Send me a link. So fish games were just another thing that I kind of came up with last year, and I think the other thing I did last year that was kind of a unique, new kind of video, at least for me, was the trim Q&A. I'm going to be doing that, I think, next weekend. So yeah, next weekend's video is going to be a trim Q&A, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to post a video in the week asking for questions to answer. So what I'll probably do is like a live stream or something on Wednesday and ask for your questions for the trim Q&A video. And of course with the trim Q&A, what I do is just me trimming plants, all right? So I trim the plants out and stuff, and then I give away a prize. Now last time I gave away the trimmings from the plants, and it all seemed really logical, but I wanted to do something different. So I'm going to give away a Kindle Fire, all right? I won this last year, but I want to give it to one of you. So one lucky person from next Wednesday's video that asks me a question and gets it answered will get this Kindle Fire, and I'll just put the names in a hat and I'll choose them randomly. So Kindle Fire from answering a question on next Wednesday's video. So be sure to check in next Wednesday. You can win a Kindle Fire, ask me a question, ask me anything, and it'll come up in the trim Q&A. And if you don't want to wait or whatever, you don't have to just ask there. You can ask on Twitter with this hashtag, or look up Pecktec on YouTube, on Facebook. You guys can ask me there whenever you want, and I'll include it in the Q&A if I like your question. It's been asked many times, but I actually have no affiliation with My Aquarium Box at all. I just really like the product. I enjoy having a kind of a forum to do something kind of unusual. I want to just break up the regular update video or whatever. I can easily open a My Aquarium Box and then talk about some other things or do something wacky or whatever. I really enjoy opening them in new and interesting ways every month. So even though I'm not affiliated with My Aquarium Box, I do have a promo code where I can get a discount or maybe get my box for free, making this video much easier to do. Just enter Pecktec in the item code and you help me out just a little bit. And folks, that's all I have for you today. Be sure to tune in on Wednesday and ask me those questions, maybe win a Kindle Fire. And tune in next Sunday to see who wins and hear me answer questions while I trim my plants. It's exciting. It is. Folks, follow your bliss. Keep a clean tank. I'll see you soon. The Screwcumber. What this is. I really enjoy like opening them. I really enjoy opening them and new and just that you may have made. Had to clean the table up last. That.